Hey guys, let me give it a little minute before I start sharing. Guys, today we got to talk about this, right? We got to talk about it. Because if we don't talk about it, then we won't know how to plan for it. Give me a second. If you're just coming in now, like and share. All right, remember to like and share. Like and share. If you're just coming in, like and share because this is important that we talk about it. And I'm going to bring some insight on this because someone has to remember, like and share. All right. We all know there's this big thing going on right now where a lot of people are talking about 5G. A lot of people are talking about the coronavirus. And we're seeing where each of these things are causing a lot of debt or causing a lot of panic within our society today and around the world. But there is a bigger, and I mean a much bigger pandemic than what we're dealing with right now is actually going on. And it's crazy that nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody's talking about it. And it's funny, the numbers and the stats is right in front of your face, right? It's right in front of your face, and it's literally something that you could literally go online and look it up. It's no secret. It is no secret, right? And it's really scary that when I turn on the TV, they quick to tell you how many people are dying. They're quick to tell you how many people are infected. They even tell you about some of the people that are cured. But they don't tell you what is the real bigger picture, right? What is the big picture of this whole thing going on? All right. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to shed some light to this, all right? And if you want to listen after this, that's up to you. You don't want to listen, that's up to you too. But just so you know, this month is called Financial Literacy Month. April in the US is called Financial Literacy Month. And this is the month where we really dedicate to educate many families and educate many people about financial literacy and understanding finance, because we're seeing where a lot of families now are in a situation, are going through some problems where they are not in a position to continue winning the money game or understand the money game. So the pandemic that we're dealing with today, we're dealing with a big financial crisis. A big financial crisis. We're dealing with it from the disability department, we're dealing it from the health department, and we're dealing it with the estate planning department, and we were dealing with it within the life insurance department, right? So all of these issues that is going on with this pandemic, and nobody's talking about the financial aspect of it. Everybody's telling you about who's dying. People are talking about who's surviving. People are talking about who may have it, what's causing it. But nobody, and I mean nobody's coming on here and opening your eyes to something bigger. That's what's, it's not even talking about, your government's not talking about it, right? Your representatives, your state representatives not talking about it. Your parents are probably not talking about it, right? And many of your financial advisors not talking about it either. Let's talk about one of the first pandemic, right? And I'm going to show you where you could go find this information because it's really important. Let's find out what's going on with the estate planning pandemic, right? Let's find out what is the stats in America here for estate planning. Let's look in the US. And I'm going to type in on Google, right? When you guys want to Google stuff, Google these type of things. Type in how many, right, Americans don't have a will. A basic will. A basic will, right? I put a search in there. Now, wow. 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 This is crazy. Guys, all right. I didn't know it was that bad. Like I knew it was bad, but yeah. Guys, listen to this. It says nearly half of Americans over 55 do not have a will. It says the major takeaway is that nearly half of those over 55 have not yet created a will. To make matters worse, only 18%, listen to this, only 18% of people in the age range, right, in that age range, have all the recommended legacy planning essentials: a will, a healthcare directive, and a durable power of attorney. Only 18% of people in the range of 55 and older have a basic will, healthcare directive, and durable power of attorney. Now, why is this important? Why is it important to have a will and a trust? Well, let's even look at the fact that this simple one right here, a healthcare directive. If you are infected with the coronavirus, right, and you're now in isolation, right, and you can't handle certain things that you're obligated to, like financially, your health issues and stuff like that. What if you're on a respirator, right? And who's going to start making decisions for you? Who legally can make decisions for you if you didn't put that in a will or have a health directive, right? Or a durable power of attorney? Who would do that for you? This is something you got to think about. Only 18% of people 55 and over have a will. And you guys want to talk about a pandemic. All right, let's look up another one. All right, let's look up another one. How many Americans don't have long-term care? Oh, wow. All right, guys, listen to this. It says here, this is as November 21st, 2017. It says that the PR Newswire, it says 3/4 of Americans, do you hear me? 3/4 of Americans, which is 75%, say they don't currently have long-term care insurance, and more than half, which is 53%, of those don't say it's too expensive. So imagine this. 75% of Americans do not have long-term care. And you guys want to sit here and be scared of Corona? You guys want to be scared of 5G? You should be worried about, yes, if you do get sick from it, but what if you survive? Then what? Oh, but let's do some more numbers, right? Because I know there's a lot of technical people on my page. All right. How many Americans don't have life insurance? All right. Let's talk about it today. Listen to this. Only 59% of Americans have life insurance. And about half of those with life insurance are underinsured, according to LIMRA. One problem is that 9 million households have group insurance, and that's usually not enough. These are numbers, guys. These are me running numbers for you. All right. Now, let's look at this. How many Americans die from corona, or let's call it COVID, right? Guys, this is me just Googling things. All right. How many Americans die? The corona death poll. Let's look at the death poll. You ready? So it says here, because we want to do numbers. I'm going to be real technical today, because I just want to open up your eyes. And if you're just coming in now, you're going to have to rewatch this to hear earlier what I was talking about. But if you're just coming in, if you pay attention, you'll catch up to what I was saying. So guys, give me a second. For some reason, the screen jumped. All right, let me try to go back. I'm trying to give you the numbers. All right. All right, so here we go. Just to make it even a simple argument. It says that more than 3,000 people in the U.S. have died from COVID-19. All right, more than 3,000. And if you know the number, you could comment down here, because then it will just prove my point even more. Here's the thing that I want to bring to your attention. All right, listen to this, because it's actually, here it is. Here's the numbers now. And this is by the World Meter Info. All right, so this is where I'm getting this number from. So if you ever want to know where to find this number, you could literally go to the World Meters.info. All right, that's where you can see all the countries and see how many people is confirmed, how many died, and where they are. Now, confirmed positive in the U.S., it's 392,000. How many have recovered from that is only 21,000+ right now. How many deaths? We have over 12,000 deaths in the U.S. All right, cool. So here's the thing that I gotta find out now. Like I said, it's gonna come all back in full circle. So, how many Americans are, let's search and ask Google. You guys like to Google stuff. What's the age group that's dying from COVID-19? We got to talk about this, all right? Because, like I said, this is much bigger than what you understand it. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the age groups that's dying from COVID-19. All right? Because if you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, then you will not get it. Here we go. It says most of the people that are dying from COVID-19 are elderly. It says although 17% of the U.S. population is 65 years old and older. All right? So 17% of the U.S. population is counted for people that are 65 and older. It says 31% of the 31% of the cases were in the age group of the CDC expert, including the morbidity and the weekly report. So that means 31% of the cases were of people of 65 and older that passed away. And they make up for 17% of the U.S. population. So, I say that to say this. because it's going to come right back in full circle. And I want you to pay attention. Pay very close attention. You remember when I told you that the will, how many people have a will? Let's go back and ask Google that question again now, right? How many Americans don't have a will? It says, once again, nearly half of Americans over 55 do not have a will. A while ago, I just clearly told you that it is people over 65 and older make up for 31% of the people that are dying from COVID-19. And I'm just now telling you that it's nearly half of Americans over 55 and older do not have a will. Why must you have a will? Let's ask Google those questions, right? We always want to know how to find answers. Why must Americans have a will? Question mark. All right. Let's find out what Google says. So here we go. Survey says, whew, this is crazy. This survey says, prepare for the end of life is one of those things you know you should do, but you actually haven't sat down and done it. It says probably not. According to a recent survey from Caring.com, all right, so go to Caring.com, which found that only 4 out of 10 American adults have a will or a living trust. It says, happily, older adults appear to lead the pack in actually readying these important documents. It says most U.S. adults age 18 and over have not done a needful, and 81% of those age 72 are older, and 58% of baby boomers age 53 to 71 do in fact have some life insurance. But it says that the study conducted in January asked more than 1,000 respondents whether they have estate planning documents in case of their death. It says the result suggests that as people age, they face the reality that having an estate plan is important and they are getting the job done now. So this is just a recent article that was put out, and I wonder why everybody's running to get their estate planning done now. Why? Is it due to this whole pandemic scare? Guys, 3 things you should have had done when you're putting together your financial foundation. If you sat down with a financial professional and they weren't able to help you to put together some of the following things in the very beginning, then I'll tell you right now, you don't have a financial foundation. You don't even have a sturdy ground. If you don't have a will or a trust or both, if you can afford it, and if you don't have a life insurance and a final expense, then what's going to happen, guys? What's going to happen? What's going to happen if we don't have these things in place? Final expense is to bury you. Life insurance is to replace the income and take care of any debts, pay out the mortgage, make sure the kids have college education. Final expense is to bury you. Life insurance is to replace your income and also build tax-free money. All right? Will is to prevent you from going through what's called a probate session. Do you know why a probate session is there? It's so that the judge can make sure that, hey, if you owe someone over here, they're going to get their money first. They are known as creditors. And you may not like how the government start making decisions for your estate when you're not here to do it for yourself. That's why they said that if you ever want your wishes to be honored, put it in writing. Put it in writing. Put it in a documented format, so that way, yes, it is actually recognized. It is actually respected. It is actually going to be carried out because those were your wishes. So guys, let me make it easier for you. There will be a link in the bottom of this page. Go and get your estate done. Get your estate planning done. Please do not wait until it's too late. Get it done. I'm 31 years old and I have mine done. So you should do the same thing. Don't feel that you're too young. If you're 18 years old, guys, you have become an adult. So that means if your family or your parents, if your parents is not your power of attorney or stuff like that, they can't make decisions for you if you don't have a will. So parents, you must know that about your 18-year-old children. If they don't have a power of attorney or a health directive, and you're not listed as that person, you cannot make decisions for that 18-year-old if something happens. All right? So parents, I hope you just got a little nugget that you should at least have a basic will for your children as well. Remember, we live in a country where paperwork is important. And if you don't have paperwork, what do you really have? Words don't get things done. Documents do. All right? So get documented. My name is Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator. I hope you learned a lot today, and I hope this is something that will empower you. You're one decision away from changing your future for the better, but you must remember, the choice is yours. So I hope you choose the right one. Click the link in the comment section. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.